football. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Right to the air to open this one up. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 6. He'll look to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a 1st down. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. This one, batted away. It's incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Okay, ready? 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set, let's go.
They'll look to throw yet again. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good.
That is a big gainer for the Rams. And even 30 yards.
1st down, Rams.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. First carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Touchdown, Rams.
Well, we had a feeling, Mike, from talking to them this week in our meetings that they wanted to put last week behind them as quickly as possible. They could not wait for this ball to be kicked off here today, and it couldn't have gone better. They take the opening possession, they go right down the field and come away with a touchdown, and I'm not sure how many people on that sideline can even remember the score from last weekend.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And he'll work forward to about 3. It's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
6. To throw. He connects with Jordan Madison. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Give him 14 on that one. It's an Arizona first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Y'all got a problem my taste. Y'all can't.
They'll look to throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
32-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
79 Bronco. 19 Lion.
They'll look to throw again. We'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. First and goal.
9 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go now. Viking 18. 70 rings, baby.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals come right back to tie it at 7.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. He's got it! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. 1st and 10. A run here with Mixon. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 12-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. 19.
That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard.
Back to 60. Back to 60. 79 Broncos.
And over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And the Rams going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Los Angeles. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Buffalo 18.
They'll come out throwing here to start. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football as they think about what they want to do here on 4th and goal. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that could be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. Cougar 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Go.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. What a year. Catch number 95 on the season.
third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Back to the air one more time. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Here we go. Bravo 80.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete. So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
Third down and 3. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
79 Bronco. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Pass complete there to Harrison. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Here we go, set. Let's go.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone. And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
14.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. He'll start at the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
23-yard line.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Mixon. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. They try to work the screen with Mixon.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready? Cut back 60.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Rams first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
On the set. 70 range, set. And that. Count 19, 18 back, 18 back.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's a short one caught by Laporta.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get the man, and it's no gain.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels play disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Third and 9.
Here we go, set. 19 Cardinal, corner, 70. 79 Bronco. Trap 60, trap 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, Mustang 19.
Back to throw. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Going up top. That is hard. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 37 yards.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll have more from Glendale after this. It is 2nd and 6.
60 back. 19 tight. 70 Lions.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
He'll look to throw. To the left side, taken in by Harrison. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Ready.
So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's 1st and goal.
Cowboys.
Benson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals will up it to a 2-point lead.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 2. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. A big play at a critical juncture in this game. That's a gain of 77 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. On the ground, it's Mixon. And he will score again. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, L.A. That's touchdown number 3 for him in the game and number 14 for the year. That is about as good a half as you'll ever see out of a running back. Greg, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the first half.
And he's been the difference maker, Mike. I mean, I wish I had him on my fantasy team. I mean, this guy has come out with something to prove today. I can't wait to see what he has in store for the second half.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
19 Tiger. 79 Bronco.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That'll be caught, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half, and the kickoff's coming their way.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's Harrison. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
Brings up second.
A good spot here, second and a yard.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
He'll drop to throw. The work this out wide to Benson. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Timberwolves. 18 Pioneers.
They'll look to throw again. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline to the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Rams will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Switch. 70 Lions. Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught downfield by McBride. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Ready.
Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
They'll throw here on third and short. He's got it! And he will get into the end zone. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
31-yard line.
He'll get that out to Mixon. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 38 now, here's second and a couple. They'll throw out of the gun. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, L.A.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On the RPO, it's Nakua. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to 60. Here we go. Set. 7-2. 79 Bronco. Go.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
45-yard line.
Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Left side here. Caught by Addison. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Gain of 14 yards. And the Cardinals 1st down.
On 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Back left side. That's the tight end, McBride. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
8 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Benson. That's going to be pretty close. But the first glance that he had it in, he does. 1st down.
That's good.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
He's going to let one fly for Addison. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go, Warriors. 70. Cougar 19. Ready.
Back to throw. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Check go.
They'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run it here with Algier. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal.
70 Timberwolf. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4.
Great coverage here defensively. Not only the ability to take away all the end zone targets from the quarterback and force him to check the ball down to the back on the swing, but then also the pursuit to the ball carrier to keep him short of the end zone.
And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 25. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a 1st down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Los Angeles.
Here's a give running left with Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one's down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Pass big Christian Wilkins. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Berringer to punt. This one fielded out beyond the 25. how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 44. Ray Amos there to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Ready up!
Here's a 2nd and 6. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
That is brought in. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. An even 40 yards. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. Algier. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
19
brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams' 3-yard line.
Again, it'll be Algier. And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run, and here's Algier. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Tyler Algier. Touchdown, Arizona. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
We've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So a big play coming here for the Cardinals, who will go for 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the
Heel drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game.
Chad Wyland to kick off for Arizona.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Couldn't take the chance. He's going to return it from the goal line. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start with Nixon. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Nakua snags it over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That catch number 80 in this campaign, and it gives his team a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open.
For the pylon, he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Rams.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. The quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, ready. 19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go now. Rocco 80.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
On the give, this is Algier. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. Liking 18.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 36 yards. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Cardinals. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be taken in at the 2. Get across the 20, mark them at 22-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
To throw here to begin the drive. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. Good for a Rams first down.
First down, Rams.
They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Arizona will take its first time out. Clock will stop. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now Gibson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Okay, ready?
Here is 2nd and 7.
Dragon 6, here we go, here we go. 19, 18, 79 Broncos.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Big play coming up, 3rd and 7, and the crowd on their feet. They'll run here with Gibson. So big kick coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to grab a late lead. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. 19 Lions. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Pass complete there to Harrison. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
And 3 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run Algier. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down. Now the Rams are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
1st and 10.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Now the timeout Rams, that's number 2. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Rams 32-yard line.
Tag.
Algier. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
On the set. 18, Pioneer. Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Ball deep for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. So out is Chad Ryland in a big spot here. This to grab a late lead. This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Chad Ryland taking off for Arizona.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught by Puka. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. The throw here is complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, L.A.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
The motion man is Nakua. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Right side. It's Laporta, the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
10 more yards. That's another Rams first down.
Now they'll spike it, and the clock stops with 24 seconds to play. They'll come up now for second down. They'll look to throw. That is caught at the 3. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. Here is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game.
It was really a disappointing performance. I'm a little surprised, Mike, that he continues to put the ball in danger this often. I mean, to make a couple mistakes early on, that happens, but at some point you got to make a correction, and until he does, this defense just continues to make him pay.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Rams. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from Glendale.